Welcome to another live stream watch along reaction. Tonight we are reacting to Grenada versus Jamaica in the 2023-24 CONCACAF Nations League Group B. They're starting the match round with Group B. So Group B, Group A, tomorrow's Group A plus Canada in the morning. You know that. Today is Group B. Then the day after the U.S. tie. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, so the 15th, the U.S. play. 16th is Group B. Or 14th, 15th. The 14th is USA. 15th is Group B. 17th is Group A. That's how this international break will run. Playing the Grenadian anthem now. The Spice Boys. In nice red maroon kits. Those are new kits, I think. How we doing, Henry? How we doing? I'll do the lineups when they show them. How about that? I need my names. I need the names for the Grenadians. Most of them, at least. First names. Suriname 1-0 up on Haiti at halftime. Besides, I was running a bit late. Nothing too bad, but... Dominica 1, British Virgin Islands 1. Now it's on Paramount Plus. The next game's on Golasso, so that's for free on Pluto. But this, no, they're putting this on Paramount Plus, which they put almost every game that was worth a damn on Golasso in the first match week. So I thought maybe, you know what, or at least the ones that I did. So I was like, maybe it'll happen again. Nope. Not so lucky. Starting 11, Jason Belfon, Jacob Badeau, Caden Herrick, Darius Johnson, Cairo Mitchell, Jermaine Francis, Roman Charles Cook, Trevon Williams, Regan Charles Cook, Jacob Berkeley Agapong, and Josh Gabriel. That's by number order because, of course, that's how CONCACAF rolls these things. I don't know why. Stream East. Normally, though, I just watch on Paramount Plus, Peacock, 99% of the time. Sometimes you have to, though. Joseph Dickerson is the referee. Sometimes you have to, though. Like Canada versus Japan. I got a Canadian friend looking for the Coleman Bowl matches tonight. Anyone know where to find them? I think it's on Fubo up there. It's not on One Soccer. I think it's on Fubo. Could be the Zone. I'm not sure. Jamali Waite, Kevin Lambert, Tavon Gray, Michael Hector, Deshaun Bernard, Bobby Reed, Shamar Nicholson, Damari Gray, Joel Atibaudiere, Romario Williams, and Gregory Lay, the starting 11. Yeah, Jorge Vilda just got announced as the new Moroccan women's national team manager, which is sad because, one, him winning the World Cup, even with all the controversy, still got him a job. Second of all, Morocco played well in the Women's World Cup, so I'm surprised they sacked their manager anyway. Nations League matters more. Because who knows, Canada might play that team. So it matters more for Canada. And the fact that Nations League is a qualifier to Copa America. So, yeah, it matters more. Now, if the group is over by that day, we'll do the L3 game. We'll do the second one. I think that's Germany. If not, group. If not, I think it's the second match day of the group, or the final match day of Group A. Honduras? No, not Honduras. I think Trinidad. Yeah, I think so. Trinidad versus Guatemala, I think. No, wait, that's the one I was doing earlier. I think Trinidad has something to do with it. Yeah, they did change the scoreboard a little bit, and we're off 8 seconds in down in Grenada. But a Copa America qualifier means more to me than a friendly. And I think to most people it would. Viewers-wise, probably not. Viewers-wise, probably not. But you know what? I do what I please. And if I ever take somebody's suggestion, it's either because they paid me or I was going to do it anyway. So, because they paid me or I was going to do it anyway. I don't really take people. I don't, you know. Well, there's no CONCACAF Nations League game on the 15th. So, no USA Germany might do me well. Hey, I hate I'm not doing Mexico either, but you know what? To me, tournament friendly. Especially if it's not a Canadian friendly. But Canada plays in the morning. Group A plays at night. 1 game each. 2 RSRs. I have enough time for both. There's barely any MLS on Saturday, but there's a couple of games because they're playing through international breaks to get people caught up. Speaking of, let me check these games. Messi is on the bench, but as a substitute. Yay. I guess he really was hurt. Just not enough. 2 minutes in, 0-0. I don't have to speak Spanish on this one because Grenadians, I don't know enough French. Dallas versus Colorado, Dallas wins. Nashville versus New England, Nashville wins. LA versus Salt Lake, draw. Even though LA's eliminated. You know what? Draw. USA, Germany. Maybe I'll do... no, I already got my stuff set up. I could do Mexico, Ghana at least live. I could at least do that live. Argentina score. Oh, you could have told me. Gee. Damn. Well, maybe I'll set that up later. Just live. USA gets the RSR, but I could do Mexico, Ghana live because of the difference in time. There you go. Okay. I'll set that up later. After the games are done. I didn't realize that. I think I realized that, but little Otamendi, Jesus. Little side note, I had a little bit of a staycation last night, so there you go. I still made the streams last night. I couldn't tag them up till I got home because I went to the mall, went to an arcade. It was fun. Had some fun. Went to a couple of bars last night. I didn't drink. I was like, screw it, I'll go out. I was like, screw it, I'll go out. I would do a mile high. Hey, new profile picture. Watched the Braves, mostly while I was out. Watched the Diamondbacks game after I got back to the room. I can't believe the Dodgers got swept, but I love it. Sorry, Isaiah, but you're the only person I feel sorry for when it comes to the Dodgers. Everybody else. Ha! Besides, nothing personal. Gabriel Moreno and Lourdes Gurriel play for him. So, nothing personal. Yeah. That's fun yesterday. How we doing, Adam? I only feel sorry for Isaiah when it comes to the Dodgers. And he wasn't even watching. I guess he knew how it was going. And the Avs were playing. 4 minutes in, 0-0. Pretty sloppy game. This is why you don't rotate against a smaller team. Especially one who's actually going to play football, because Grenada plays football. They don't try to cut you down. Oh, boy. Hall Grimson, I think you screwed up. I think you screwed up. Because, listen. Hey, at least we won in a shootout. I don't like the new goal song. I don't like the new goal song. I hate it. I'm the only one who liked Hall & Oates. There's like a slight minority of people, and I'm one of them, that wanted Hall & Oates to stay. That's not the problem with a team. That's not the problem at all. It was never the problem. I know. He probably doesn't like Hall & Oates. Most people who liked You Make My Dreams Come True grew up on older music. I already liked Hall & Oates as a band, but Steve, I mean, Path, whatever, to Greatness, whatever the hell it's called. It's a rap song, or maybe it's an NF song. I don't know. I don't know. Something like that. A rap song doesn't even really work for a goal song either. Like, it doesn't. Like, for me, the best goal songs are like Chelsea Dagger. Again, I'm biased. Well, Living on a Prayer by Bon Jovi. Remember when they did that for 1 year? That was good. I also am a big Bon Jovi fan, so Pitbull. Oh, well, okay, I guess it's a Pitbull song. I don't know. All I know is it's a rap song that it doesn't really fit as a goal song. I don't. I like rap, not as goal songs. I don't think rap fits as a goal song. I don't think so. It just doesn't. Broncos or Chiefs tonight? Chiefs. I'm sorry, it's going to happen. Enjoy losing on Thursday night. If you have Amazon Prime, which I'm sure you do. 7 minutes. I'm sure you do. Julian Quinones is now Mexican, ready for Nations League. You know. He'll be playing in November. He will not be in the squad, but he is Mexican. He is citizen now, but he'll play in November. But good timing. Does he get the run, though? Any Pitbull song. If you're saying a Pitbull song could work as a goal song, that might be the only thing. But Pitbull does have the energy. Like, his songs do have the energy. Like, you could go with Timber. You know what? Actually, that's a good one. Timber. Give Me Everything, the one he did with Usher. Was it Usher? Or it was Neo? Either one. I don't know. One of those two. It was Usher or Neo. It was one of them. I always get it mixed up anyway. They're too similar. Not really. It's like how Americans got into reggaeton. That's what Pitbull is. Like, Pitbull is how Americans got into Latin music, reggaeton, and all that. And then Bad Bunny came out and just said, I'm doing this in Spanish. Oh, what a goal. Jamaica. Playing forward. Haiti equalized. Oh, Haiti equalized. Good for them. Speaking of, somebody was asking about the Euro games tomorrow. So we'll do that. Look at that. I thought it was like, oh, Jamaica scored. Haiti equalized. Okay. Ireland versus Greece. I say Ireland beats Greece. Netherlands versus France. I'm going to go with a draw. Estonia, Azerbaijan. I'm going to go with Estonia. Austria, Belgium. I'm going to go with Belgium slightly. Iceland, Luxembourg. Iceland. Liechtenstein versus Bosnia. I'm going Bosnia. Portugal versus Slovakia. I'm going Portugal. So there you go. Cantave with the equalizer. Nice. I think he plays in the CPL. Doesn't he? Israel got postponed. Oh. Isn't Cantave in the CPL? Save. Be a goal kick in the 10th minute. Yeah, this game is a bit floppy. Let's see. What's the stats look like? Jamaica has 75% possession, but Grenada's fighting. They're fighting. Yeah, I'm not surprised the Israel game got postponed, though, with all this going on down there. Cantave. That name, I think he does play in the CPL. I think he does. Like, that name sounds way too familiar. I think he played at the Gold Cup, but that sounds way too familiar. Yeah. Hey, Mikhail Cantave, Vancouver FC. He does. Yep. Thought so. Mikhail Cantave, Vancouver FC. Yep. He does. Mikhail Cantave plays for Vancouver FC. Yep. At least they didn't make the playoffs because there's a couple of players. There's a couple of players that got called up for Nations League that are playing in the playoffs this week. Are you seriously, CPL? What the hell are you doing? Rumpersad, Methuselah. Jesus, what are you doing? Luckily, Jose Escalante doesn't play in the league anymore. Well, who knows if Honduras would actually call him up. Cantave wasn't in the playoffs. Seriously, though. But level 1 league, my ass. Well, MLS plays through international breaks. So what are you trying to say? Cross in. But at least it's only like 3 games. It wasn't a full match week. It's for them to like catch up. But they've done it throughout the season. Oh, and yeah, they played through the Gold Cup. So, I mean, really? You really want to play that game, Steven? Because I could play that game. You really want to play that game? Because I can play that game. MLS. They've played through every international break and the Gold Cup. Header. Except the Nations League final. Shot. Oh, it crossed the line. No. Offside. Free kick. No, wait. It's a level 1. Give me a break. Oh, it forces U21 players to play for senior squads. Okay, I agree with that. But I understand why. It's to build the Canadian. It is 1-0 Jamaica. Lati Baudier. The ball did cross the line. No, it is 1-0. I'm confused. The ball did cross the line. The offside wasn't called. Okay, it's a goal. It did cross the line. I think it crossed the line twice. And it went off last. It went off Williams. Last. I think he was onside. It goes in. As far as I know, it's 1-0. I thought it crossed the line. It says 1-0. They're going to go with it. Kevon Lambert gets the goal. Are you sure about that? Looked like Williams got the last touch, but whatever. I'm not reviewing this one, so that's Honduras versus Cuba. Live in review. Pacific FC heading to Halifax this weekend and forge at Calvary for a spot in the championship and to host. And the winner of that game hosts no matter what. So if Forge beats Calvary in that semifinal, let's call it a semifinal, they would host the final no matter what. Even if Calvary ends up playing them again in the final, they would host the final. The winner of that semifinal hosts the final. Yeah, that's another not tier 1 thing, especially if Calvary won the Shield. Okay, you know what? You may have a point. About the CBL. I'm not going to let you go there with the international breaks because MLS does it too, but you may actually have a point. If you win the Shield because they won the semifinal, they beat the best team. And even if Calvary were to make it to the final from that second semifinal against the winner of Pacific and Halifax, Forge would still host because they won the semifinal. Semifinal won. It doesn't make sense to me, to be completely honest. I think technically it should reseed when the final gets there, but I get it, but I don't get it. Okay? Forge is worse. I know they're going to Calvary. They haven't been great this year, but they still finished second. But they finished 10 points off of Calvary. But when Forge turns it on, they turn it on in the playoffs. I won't bet against them until they deserve to be bet against. Let's just remember there's only one team that got the best of Forge in the CPL playoffs, And that was at Tim Hortons Field in 2021 Pacific. That's it. Well, technically that first leg, but Calvary never gets the better of us. They always play well against Calvary. They always do. Let's remember, Forge always play well against Calvary. They never don't. I say they win. And even then, they'll still beat Pacific or Halifax. Thought I gave a peek under the curtain for next season, saying they've been working on not playing during international windows. Thank the Lord. Yeah, because if MLS played through Copa America, there'd be hell to pay. So it makes me wonder, does Leagues Cup get pulled back up? No. Don't even compare Forge to TFC. Don't do that. Don't do that. Jamaica's up 1-0. Forge isn't bad. They're still second in the CPL. They may not have been so dominant this year, but they're still pretty damn good. Calvary's just been amazing. I can't lie. Shot. Jamali Waite gets there. Jamali Waite starting in goal tonight over Andre Blake. Okay, so this is the second time Hall Grimson's done this. Starting Waite over Blake, which Grenada actually played. Yep. Romario Williams has the goal through FOTMOB. They say that, which I agree. It was him, 13th minute. He was the last person to get it touched. Yeah, Andre Blake's on the bench. Okay, now I'm questioning Hall Grimson, to be completely honest. I'm questioning him. Like, to me, the way they're playing, like, you have, let's see here. You have a B team, like you half rotate and play some of your weaker players or less proven players against Grenada. Like sometimes in CONCACAF that works against an island nation, not against Grenada. Like Grenada actually play. That's the problem. They actually play. Like Grenada actually try. They're like the smallest nation to try. You know, and I respect it. I don't know. Hall Grimson either is rotated just to rotate, because the first game in the last window, it was Waite, then it was Blake. So either he's still in the doghouse, which is what some people said, or they just rotated, or they're doing 1-1, which, or maybe it's a Philadelphia Union thing. Maybe Philadelphia Union said you're only playing them once because we got playoffs as soon as we get back. Maybe that's what it is. I'm not sure. Could be that. Because you can't say, it's a FIFA window, he has to go. But Damian Lowe's also on the bench. So that could be, and Damian Lowe is a starting center back for him. So that could be for Jamaica. So that could be a good point. That maybe the Philadelphia Union told Jamaica, hey, if you're going to play Blake and Lowe, it's only one game of 2 to clinch it. Which, you know what, now I think about it, that might be the truth. Because that could happen. Buffalo versus New York, or Columbus versus Philly. Damn. 2 of those teams suck and 2 of them are mid. What are we? Honestly, New York and Buffalo. Like, Buffalo might be better this year. When we're talking about NHL. And New York, they actually might suck. I don't know. No, Tavon started, but y'all are pretty much out of the playoffs, so pretty much. Things could still go your way, but I'd say you're pretty much out of the playoffs. But for me, honestly, Buffalo versus New York, Sabres versus Islanders. I don't want to watch the Blue Jackets. Whether they had, well, no, if they had Babs, I'd watch them just to boo them. But Babs did what he did. Babs went full boys club again, which, yeah, I agree. Like, Babs went full boys club again. Oh, yeah, of course, because Detroit actually might be good this year. And it's just like the Lions, and New Jersey's trying to say that it wasn't a one-season wonder. But, you know, I think New Jersey will be good this year. I think they'll be good this year, too. I don't think it was a one-year thing. Could be. I don't think it was. Flyers 1-0 up. You know what? Fitting. 20th minute. Farabee opens up the scoring. There you go. Not surprised. But for me, like if Babs was still in Columbus, I would have watched the Flyer. Well, I'm watching this, but if I was watching hockey, I would watch the Flyers Columbus game so I could boo Babs because I still hate him. I wanted him out after Game 7 in 2019. I don't think he should have lasted 3 more months, but he did. He should have went earlier. He should have went after a. Yeah, it's sad. It's sad. Sad. Real sad news. I've watched highlights. I watched the highlights of the Kings game. If those highlights are anything to go by, the Raptors might actually be good. Parkinson's, yes. Parkinson's, yes. Hate to see it. Barry Melrose. And he's the one who actually knew his stuff. Like, Barry Melrose was the one who actually knew his stuff when it came to hockey on ESPN. None of them really do besides him. Like, I've said this before. Oh, own goal! Own goal! Jamaica up 2! Shamar forces it! 2-0 Jamaica! Wow. Shamar forces it. Lovely. 2-0 Jamaica. Own goal by Grenada. There we go. 23rd minute, 2-0 Jamaica. There we are. So much so, San Jose dragged him out of retirement to coach for about 50 games. Yeah, that sounds about... Oh, actually, no, he just scored. He scored himself. Nah, that wasn't even a tip. Nah, Shamar just got that in himself. Nah, it actually is Shamar. No, I didn't notice. No, I thought there was a tip. There was a different angle that showed it was just him. And I might have turned my head like right when the ball was in flight. Then I saw the angle, so. That's my bad. Thinking it was an own goal for like 5 seconds. That was my bad. I'm not going to lie. But then I saw the replay and I'm like, yeah, no tip. I thought I caught a tip while I was in flight, but no. That was my bad, to be honest. Sometimes that happens here. I turn my head like, it's like, oh. And it happened like that. Lafreniere opens the scoring for the Rangers. Grenada are definitely worse. But at least they try to play football. Like, at least they try to play. Like, I'd rather them try to play than cut people down like most other island nations do. Like, Haiti, I think they try to play, but like Guyana, French Guiana. I'd actually, like, sometimes Trinidad, no, they try to play. I will say that. Trinidad tries to play. Like, Trinidad plays football. But there are countries that are out of their depth that just try to cut people down when they play a big team. Grenada doesn't do that. So I have respect for it. To actually play. It may get them to get their ass kicked, but at least they try to play. At least play openly. I want to see them score a goal against somebody like a Jamaica or a USA, not Canada. I can't. No. See, that's when it happens. It's like, oh, I want to see Grenada score against somebody worth a damn because they play openly. Then it's going to be Canada, and it's probably going to be an opener, and Canada have to get it back, which they would, but I'd have to feel uncomfortable for like 30 minutes, and I don't want to do that. My luck, cleared. That's my luck. But Jamaica's top of the group with 7 points. Cuba plays Honduras. Whoever wins will be second. Wait, 5, 6, 7. If Cuba wins, depending on the goal differential, they'll be tied with Jamaica. If Honduras wins, they'll be second. So Honduras will be sitting second. I honestly could care less. Toronto Wolfpack don't play. The Toronto Wolfpack got kicked out during COVID. I could care less. Wait, are you talking about rugby union? Wait, you're not talking about the Super League, aren't you? You're not talking about the Super League, aren't you? Honestly. I remember when Toronto Wolfpack were like in the Super League for like 8 weeks and then COVID hit. And then they kicked them. Damn it. I don't watch rugby union in leagues anyway. I only watch the Rugby World Cup when it comes to union. Rugby league, on the other hand, well, I guess, is MLR league or union? Well, at least English, I should say. If MLR is union, I guess I'll watch union in leagues, but not anything overseas. I'm trying to figure out. Union. Now I root for the Arrows. I was like, oh, wait. I was thinking about England. I was thinking about Super League, and then I watch MLR. But why do you say MLR, Major League Rugby, if you play union? It just confuses me. It really does confuse me. Because if you're playing union rules, why are you calling it MLR? I get it's a U.S. thing. It still doesn't make sense. Because if you say Major League Rugby, you would think, oh, they're playing rugby league, not rugby union. See, that's what confuses me. And then the Toronto Arrows being the other team, and then, I root for both the Wolfpack and Arrows, Major League Rugby, not Major League Rugby League. But the point is, most people think, oh, there's league and union, and they look at MLR, and it's like, oh, it's Major League Rugby. Oh, this must be Rugby League. I can't be the only one. And too bad they lost 85 of my Free Jacks. They sucked this year. The Arrows sucked this year. Luckily for me, nobody gives a crap except 10 people. Each. And I'm one of them. Nobody even brings it up. Thankfully for me. Nobody brings up MLR. Thankfully for me. Haiti knocking on that door. Paredes stayed back in Portland to get fully healthy, be ready for our most important game of the season. Yeah, that's fair. Like, I think if a player is, like, not completely 100% and they're in MLS or they got a meaningful game, like, they should be kept with their team to rehab like they did with Eustachio at Porto, which is only right. Like, for me, I don't like players either just sitting out for 2 weeks because they can't go to camp. I guess they go back to their teams and do what that is. But, like, to me, if a player's hurt, Miguel Ayun retired at Club America. Thoughts? I mean, it's about right for him to retire. I think it's about time. He's been a good player. He's been a good service. He's been doing what he's got to do. Good player. Good player. He's had a good career. For a while there, he was bad luck. Like, remember when he was in Monterey and every time he came on, something bad was about to happen? Yeah. And they blew the lead? Yeah. Got money on Cuba taking a loss and another one on Cuba taking more than 3 goals. Yeah, Honduras might be back. If they do that, they will be back. The Honduras is back clause will be activated. Shot. There it is. Grenada scored. Grenada makes it 1-2. There's their goal. Yeah, I'm happy for them. Why not? And that is number 17, Williams. Williams puts it away. Trevon Williams, the center mid, puts it away for 1-2 for Grenada. Beautiful shot. Like, he just said, screw it. See, that's what you do when you play football. Instead of cutting people down. Instead of just chopping people down. That's what happens when you play football. You may be up against it, but hey, taps it in. Sometimes that happens. See, that's what you do. It's finally paid off. I love it for Grenada. I love it. It's finally paid off. See, that's what you do. That's what you do. How we doing, Raphael? How we doing? How we doing, Angus? I'm doing good. Had some fun yesterday. Went out. Went to a mall today. Went to an arcade today. Had some fun, and I finally got home in time to do this. They'll put on the tags for the videos and then all that. But I was pretty much doing some behind-the-scenes work when I got home, and then I'm here. So, not really any rest. 2-1 Jamaica, but they still have the lead. That's what you do. Who's the football player behind you on the frame? Tom Brady. Of course. The GOAT, Tom Brady. Watching Brazil versus Venezuela in football, soccer. Yep, CONMEBOL qualifiers. I hope Jefferson Soteldo doesn't score. I'm still mad. Nah. Like, I don't know who's more of a diva. Soteldo or Insigne. I don't know who is. They're both pricks. Shot! Oh, past the post. To be honest, Insigne and Soteldo are both pricks. They both are. At least Insigne never got caught on camera laughing when we lost a cup. But, we did get there last year. But you know what? Then again, he did curse at a fan. But, they're both pricks. Watchalong for Japan, Canada. Yes, I will be here at 5:30 in the morning tomorrow. Yes, in the living room. Making an event out of it. So, I will be on. Don't worry. Yep, I will be on for Japan versus Canada. Don't worry. Don't you worry. Your pretty little head. I'll be on tomorrow. It's already up. What are you talking about? It's already up. As in the screen. It's already up. You should know I was on. I made the streams last night. They are equal. Jack Wilshere to Colorado Rapids as a head coach. I'm shocked. You know what I just realized, though? I'm here for Canada. Just like Toronto. If Toronto was going over to Japan to play a friendly instead of Miami, I'd be up for them. Well, hell, I'll be on for Miami because, Messi. I'm not stupid. Messi's not getting loaned, and he's going to Asia in November to play some friendlies. So we're going to do some morning streams for that, too, because I'm not stupid. Messi Mania, baby. Instead of the playoffs, we're going to do those friendlies. I'm not stupid. Worth it. Jack Wilshere to Colorado Rapids as the head coach. See, you know what? At least I realized Toronto won't be the worst team next year. Because Colorado were second last, and they're getting Jack Wilshere, who I don't think is a good head coach. Is his first main job. And then Charlotte's going for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Are you stupid? We're not going to be the worst team next year. We might be the third worst, but we're not going to be the worst. Hey, at least the bar's in hell and they're going to clear it. That's good news. I'd be mad if they didn't. No. It's the curse of Soteldo. Yeah, keep hocking up your shorts, you prick. I've cursed Jefferson Soteldo. 2-1 Jamaica. Tight game. Grenada scored a goal. Good for them. But Jamaica got 2. One tap in and Shamar got the other. It will be a disaster. Well, no, at least we're in the SEC and we've won 3 non-conference games. And, we still are only 3 games away from being bowl eligible unless, we have APR because our academics are so good. We might only have to win 5 games. We'll still be in a bowl game. It might be December 16th. It might screw up my schedule. I may not be able to start a season with it. Well, no, I need a break. I'm going to end the season with Club World Cup, and I'll take a break. I might not be able to start the season with a state bowl game, but it'll be at the end of RSR 5. It's going to ruin my schedule and ruin my tradition. Thank you, Kevin Barbay, you damn fool. Really, you couldn't keep the air raid for one more year. Thought so. Good job. Oh, well. Or it's going to be Boxing Day, and then the freaking best of reels are screwed up. I don't know. Henri, never say never. Might have to put it out before Christmas and then put the Watch a Match one out on Christmas. And then do, I don't know. Or Henry. Oh, you're saying Henry, never say never for Venezuela. Or Charlotte Dumb? Probably. 36-minute. Well, that's probably why they're going for Wilshire, because he played for Arsenal. How we doing, Captain Falcon? Whataburger. I've heard good things. Over the bar. I've heard good things, but I've never been to Texas. Well, now I realize that. Bonaire up 2-0 on Ngia. I would... No. No. They may play at Rentschler Field, but no. Not in a million years. Only time I'm watching UConn is if I bet against them. Which is probably easy. You know, I probably don't even have to watch. That's an easy bet. It's probably coming in. Well, what do I know? 38th minute. They still got to go down to Rocky Top. They gonna die. Talk about Georgia. Because Bama's got to... Tennessee got to go to Bama. They played at Rocky Top last year. They have to talk about Georgia, though. That was last year was their year. They already lost to Florida. Then again, maybe Tennessee is going to lose to Bama at Bama, but beat Georgia on Rocky Top. Oh, UConn's got to go down to Knoxville. Oh, yeah, you're going to die. I don't care if Tennessee might not be as good as last year. They're still pretty good. Yeah, you going to die. UConn going to die. They dead. Actually, you know what? I might just bet on that game. UMass had to go to Auburn. They died. Now they got froze out. They got freezed out. Nah, it's better. They got freezed out. Somehow BC did not die to Florida State. I know, that was crazy. Same day as State getting dog walked by LSU. Mississippi, that is. When Messi playing is over for Paraguay. But what about Miguel Almiron, though? Like, we forgetting Miguel Almiron plays for Paraguay? Shot saved by Jamali Waite. Auburn did. Mississippi State didn't. Auburn did. I wonder if he's still got his bagmen. I don't know. Anybody looks like they could take Bradley's job as center back on TFC. How about they just start Ime Mabaka every week? Looking at the weather forecast means there's much less of a chance of observing Saturday's eclipse. Have my telescope with filter and camera set up? Hope not for nil. Wait. Next year's the eclipse that comes through St. Louis and Carbondale. So you're saying that other eclipse, they'll be able to see a little bit here? Because I know the path of totality is like in the western U.S. Like, we could still watch a little bit of the part of the eclipse. Like, we'll still see the effects of it? Huh. I know the one in March is the one that's going in Carbondale, which I might just, I don't know. I didn't do it last time. I might just do it this time. Connect Me puts Philly ahead 2-1. I might just go down to Carbondale. There's a partial one on Saturday. I know. How we doing, Sebastian? Back in 2017, I didn't go to Carbondale. It's annular. Now, this time, though, March, I might just go to Carbondale. Because I know the March 24 one is the one that comes through Carbondale, similar to how 2017 did. I mean, I'm not that far off, so we still got a good view. We got near totality. We weren't that far off. But, I mean, I'd still say it was about 95%. 41st minute. Jamaica getting Premier League players is smart. That makes them scary in the future. Yeah, but what about now? Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about, yeah. Ton of cloud cover, hard to see it. Sadly, we'll probably have way too much cloud cover come April. Yeah, but you know what? Yeah, the August or whatever, it was August. Yeah, it was pre-Summer Slam. I think it was like the first week of school, second week of school in 2017. Because I watched it outside. Like, everybody, like, went outside to watch it. Or, like, anybody who 99 here saw the 2017 in total, one of the most incredible astronomical things I've observed. Because, like, everybody came out and or everybody who signed, I think it was, had to sign a form. Everybody else who didn't had to stay in class. But I went out because, of course, I wanted to see it. But, yeah, it was like the first couple of weeks of my junior year, grade 10 year. Or grade 11, my bad. Grade 11 year. What? I think grade 11. My bad. So, it was like, went out, watched it, and went back to class. I think they added some extra time to those later hours so they could do that, but it was like 6th hour when it happened. So they like added some extra time to our classes later in the day. To fit it in. So there you go. I think it was the first week. Because it wasn't a Monday, I don't think. I got the glasses. So I remember wearing my Patriots jerseys. I don't think it was Monday. Still got those glasses somewhere. H 2117. Check the date on that. Shot over the bar. More about weirdness. August. I think it was the first week. It was a Monday, huh? Oh. Second week then. It was the second week, my bad. Partial lunar eclipse, 28th here in New York. Oh, there you go. That's why I was wearing a Patriots jersey. I guess it was a Monday then. And it was the second week of a school day here. Steve Smith gone scorcher on Jerry Jeudy. Well, damn. Pre-game show, France versus Netherlands tomorrow. Draw. I think Netherlands being at home, I think it's going to be a draw. Shot past the post. 45th minute, 2-1 Jamaica. I'm going to go draw. Yeah, I'm going to go with a draw. 1 minute of stoppage time. I feel like CONCACAF sort of, redid their redid their score bug. Oh, there it is. Solar Eclipse 2023. The annular eclipse. So that's the one that crosses the west, Oregon and all that. At least the path of totality. France are draw. A lot of teams are on bye. Mississippi State's on a bye. So, yeah. Now 2024 is the one that crosses. Oh, the penumbra will be insane. Okay, I see it. Partial coverage. Okay. I get it. So we will be in the penumbra. Okay. Halftime, it's 2-1. Can you see Alexi Vega on the MLS? Yeah, I just hope it's not with Toronto, because I don't think it'll be that good. So the penumbra will be. Okay, I see. Okay, I see. Okay. So there'll be some coverage. Racing Santander versus Cartagena. What do you say? Santander. The four corners. Yeah, I could see that. Yep. The four corners, just like Carbondale is for next. So there will be an eclipse. Starting at 10:31, there will be some coverage. Okay. So the penumbra. So the shadow comes in and all right, okay. And it goes from like 10 to 1. Okay. All right. And it's about 55% coverage. Okay. Well, maybe I need to not worth watching. I didn't say I was going to watch it. Well, no, maybe I may. Well, no, I got to be up for the U.S. game, so. But the one that really matters for me is 2024. And I may just go to Carbondale for it. I don't know. I'm going to think about it. And if I got to get a hotel so I can do my stream, I'm going to do it. Because depending on what day it is, and it's in like April, we might have some shit to do. So. Might be some shit to do. Well, that will be. And Carbondale is honestly the greatest eclipse. It's Carbondale. There you go. It's Carbondale again. April 8th. All right. I don't know what the hell's going on yet. So, Kendrick Pies opens the score in Bolivia for Brazil. It's going to be a great tournament, I can tell you that much. Raul Zaragoza versus Gijon. What do you say? Gijon. No. But Carbondale is the best, like the greatest eclipse, like the greatest. So I'm in the right place. Just like I was almost in 2017. Almost. But this time though, it ain't far. I mean, this time though, yeah. I think I'll have to. Monday. Oh, wait. So I may just. All right. Shit, I ain't got shit to do then. I still got to make stuff, though, just like I did last night, though. Whatever. As long as I'm home by like freaking 6 o'clock on a Tuesday, shit. I will be. Unless it's international break, then I'm probably, well, who knows. Now, international break, though. Then we might be talking. What could be a break? Oh, man. Mocha Sabal, 2 legs. Oh, good for him. So, with that being said, we'll take a short break at the half, talk about the stats, get this one going. 2-1 Jamaica. There you go. Worst comes to worst, I'll be doing a stream that night in the freaking in a hotel room, just like I did in Mississippi, just like I did in Louisville. Yeah. Worst comes to worst, if it's an international break. If not, just give me the next night back here for Champions Cup. So, if that's the week of, but we'll take a short break. So, hey, you know, worst comes to worst, if it's an international break. Take a short break, talk about the stats. I know. Sit tight, I'll be back. 2-1 Jamaica. We're back for the stats at the half. Stats are as follows: 40% possession to 60% possession, 7 shots to 7, 4 shots on goal to 4, 1 big chance to 0, 96 big chances. Or no, 96 accurate passes, 74% to 177, 68%. Wrong heading. 4 fouls to 9, 4 corners to 2, 7 shots to 7, 4 shots on goal to 4, 3 shots off target to 2, 130 passes to 207, 74% pass accuracy to 86, 1 offside to 0, 10 throws to 6, 1 yellow to 0, 0 red cards on either side. Jamaica leads 2-1. I think they've been the better team for most of the half. I think they've been the more offensive team. They pushed the ball forward. They've pushed everything forward. They've had a good couple of shots. They maybe should be up 3-1. They had a really good shot late in the first half. Didn't go in, just crossed the post. But to me, I think Jamaica's played pretty well. I think they've played pretty well. Sucks they allowed a goal, but Grenada took a beautiful shot from an angle, and it got a tap in. And then it got a tap in at the end of it. So they found a way to score, which for them, I'm happy for them because they deserve it. They've been playing very openly over the past year, so to speak. When they played the USA, they played very openly. They didn't try to cut the U.S. down. They played openly against Jamaica down in Jamaica. They played openly throughout their games. So, for me, I think it was against Grenada, Honduras. Yeah, Honduras is back. But for me, Grenada could still get out without being relegated. They win their last game and the results go their way. They will play. They are playing Jamaica. There we go. Grenada. Well, they will play Suriname next. If they beat Suriname, which they've only got 2 points, Grenada will not be relegated. Well, unless Haiti draws or wins, then we have problems. But it's Jamaica versus Haiti. So if Haiti draws, and they've got 3 draws, Grenada would, with their goal differential, get relegated but above Suriname. If Haiti lose to Jamaica in Haiti, but we'll see. Grenada wins against Suriname, they will not get relegated. So we'll see. Paramount Plus. The next game's on Golasso on Pluto. I don't know. He had a difficult game against Montreal. Other than that, he's been very good. Watching him play live. Won every ball that game I was at. Acosta. Yeah, he's a good player. Brian Acosta. I think he's a pretty good player. Teams are walking out for the second half. Sounds like an awful idea. Using public funds to build stadiums is generally not a good idea anyway. Taxpayers pay to build it. Team owners get all the profits. Yeah, I agree with that, actually. Not to put it like that, it is a bad idea. Not to put it like that. Yeah. Not to put it like that. So, there you go. Expected score and draw USA versus Germany. Yeah, I could see it. I would hope the USA plays better than that, but I could see it. I don't think the Germany would crush the USA like Netherlands unless Nagelsmann's got them bought in, but it's going to take a couple of games. I think they're going to have to. Daniel Johnson coming on for Jamaica, number 16. Karoy Anderson coming on, and that was number 2, Dexter Lembixa, who came on. Yeah. So, 3 players come on for Jamaica at the half. See what Hal Grimson has planned. Pull up the next game as well. It's 8 o'clock. Perfect. It's going to be tight, but it'll be perfect. On Golazo, Cuba versus Honduras, which... See if Honduras is truly back. See if Honduras is well and truly back. The Honduras is back. The Honduras is back. Clause. Like Texas is back, but... Well, Honduras wasn't gone for as long, but let's see if they're back. But there was a good amount of time where Honduras was not back. Or was not there, to be honest. Tough to separate both USA and Germany. That's why I say a draw, but goals, I wouldn't be completely shocked if Germany eke out a result, though. Yeah, I would agree with that. I'm looking for a draw. I don't think the USA will win. If they win, it's going to be hard to explain why. Like, USA winning that game? Nah. Lembixa, Anderson, and Johnson are off for Gray, Lottie-Baudier, and Lambert. So, they took off Tavon Gray? Oh, Lord. Well, he didn't really do anything in the first half. Why would they do this? Tavon Gray was taken off. Jesus. Cross, oh. It's like, seriously? Like, Tavon Gray is not getting any chances under Hall Grimson. I swear. The man, what does he have to do? Like, he's getting a chance, but he's not getting a fair chance. Like, he's not getting a really good look. Like, he legitimately has not played longer than, I think, I would say 45, but let's just say 60 just to be safe. 60 minutes under Jaime Hall Grimson. I know Tavon Gray ain't the guy he was in 2021. I get that. But he's still a talented player. You know it's there. You know it's there. What? Hall Grimson legitimately has me asking some questions. I didn't think I would, but I am. I didn't think I would, but I am. Like, seriously. Plays forward. That'll be cleared by Jamali Waite. Good play. Why take him out? He could play 90 minutes unless New York had something to do with this. Like, unless New York had something to do with this, which I'm not completely sure. They're not really, let's put it like this. They're on the outside looking in. They could still make the playoffs, but I think they're going to end up on the outside looking in. Unless I had something to do with this, but saying he can only play 90 minutes and frickin' Hall Grimson was like, I'll play him a half each game. I'd rather have him play his 90 against frickin' Haiti, but okay. To clear it all up, to shut it down, but okay. But okay. I do think off the top of my head, a draw would put Jamaica through if they draw Haiti. Like, wouldn't, like, call me, I think I'm right, though. Jamaica, all they have to do is draw in their next game, and they're through to the quarterfinals, the Copa America qualifier round, the quarterfinal round. They're through, yeah. They win, they're through, right? or draw, they're through. They win this, of course. They hold on to this, but they have 7 points. If they draw in their second match in the window, they're through. I think by math that would, because yes, Honduras could get 9 points, but Haiti, Cuba can only get 7, and Cuba has to play Honduras. So, well, Jamaica might just be through at the end of the night, actually, if I'm thinking about it, because if Cuba loses to Honduras, that means Cuba has to get, all they can get is 7 points, and they don't have the goal differential. Now, if Jamaica were to lose, that goal differential will be gone, but also mathematically, no. So by math, no. But it's going to be if they get a result in their second match. Free kick here for Grenada. So if Jamaica holds on tonight, they will not be mathematically through to the next round, through to the quarterfinals. No. They have to get a result on their next game on the 15th. Or 6th. Yeah, it is the 15th. Yep, it is the 15th. So they'll have to get another result. They'll have to get a result. Which, yeah. I say they could. I think they will get a result against Haiti. They did at home, and they should have won that game, and they came from behind to get the point. They win, they top the group. They draw, they're at least through, depending on what Honduras does. But Honduras is at 6 if they win, which means they'd be second, which means Cuba could still jump them if things go Cuba's way. So Honduras would have to win their match. Which, I'm just talking about the calculus of the group, but for now, they would play Cuba. Oh, they're playing Cuba for a double. Also, it doesn't matter, actually. It does not matter. They're playing Cuba for a double. They're playing in Cuba tonight. They're playing at Cuba on the 15th. They're playing a double against Cuba. That's got to be hell. That's got to be hell. It's like, hey, shot or cross in, nothing there. See, I don't like that, you know? It's like, yeah, no. So let me look back. So Cuba might just be stuck at 4 points if Honduras wins tonight. And then, how we doing, Yeezus? How we doing? Taylor Swift is back at Arrowhead. Travis Kelce is a lucky man. Shot blocked away. Good for Travis. Good for Travis. Good for Travis. I stand. Or I ship it. Whatever. I ship it. I stand. I ship it. Doesn't matter. 53rd minute. 53rd minute, 2-1. Good for him. Yeah. And if you watched any of the New Heights podcast, Jason is rooting for it heavily. Like, Jason Kelce, Travis's brother. Jason's rooting. I mean, a lot of people are rooting for it, but Jason always tries to find a way to bring up Taylor Swift. He's got that man, Travis geeking, if you've seen some of those clips. $10 super chat from Yeezus Ryan Cino. You're damn right. Thank you for the $10. There we go. There's the super chat. Thank you. 54th minute. Here come Grenada. But seriously, Jason, like, tongue-in-cheek bringing her up. Yeah, you could just tell. It may be PR, but not in the fake PR way. It is something that's real being used for PR at times, which, I mean, I don't see what's wrong with that. Everything is PR if you think about it. Everything's a gimmick if you think about it. I don't know. Like, everything can be a gimmick if you really think about it. Like, you know how wrestlers say they turn themselves up to 10 if they really don't have a gimmick? Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying here. Shot. That's over the bar. There'll be a goal kick for Jamaica. That's kind of what I'm saying here, is everything can be a gimmick. Everything can be PR. Some being PR don't mean it's fake, you know? It could come from a place of truth or realism. And then it's just gimmickized or gimmickized, you know. And there goes me being a carny. As the borough president said this week, he won't sign off on the demapping of these streets until city comes to an acceptable agreement with the parties involved regarding the return of the street vendor who were unjustly raided and removed from Corona Plaza this summer. So even when frickin' city tries to get a stadium, it still doesn't turn out. Jesus. If I was going to build a stadium for my team, I would hope I'm rich enough that I don't have to take public funds. Like, I just privately build it, get it zoned, and then there you go. Be like, hey, I want to build this stadium. I got the money. I don't need to take tax money because, one, taxation is theft. Second of all, it's not up to the people to build a stadium. It's up to me. You know? But taxation is theft. What are you saying? And then the government would be like, what are you saying? I'm like, I'm saying what I'm saying. The borough president also strongly supports incorporating these same vendors and others like them into the stadium concession operation. Its eventual opening, which is made and will continue to make clear to his government colleagues. I like that, you know? The street vendors should become the concessions. That is genius. I like that. The street vendors from that area should become the concession stand owners. That's a great idea. I think that's genius. You get stuff that isn't, let's put it like this. You get stuff that's locally sourced. I wouldn't say locally sourced, but locally owned. And it's not the normal concessions. Now, I'm sure they'll still make nachos and some type of nachos and all that. But yeah, I like that idea. I think it's amazing. Like, there's enough stadiums with hot dogs and popcorn, and I'm sure they could still have a stand that does that. But for me, what I would really want at a stadium is the food that is eaten locally. I would like to see local concession stand owners doing foods that are locally sourced and locally made. You know, that I would love that. I think that's a smart idea. Tony Kroos to Toronto. I knew you were just kidding, but I actually would like it. We need a number 10. I think Tony Kroos could be that creative midfielder. He may be more of an 8, but I think he could be creative. We need a creative midfielder, even if he's not a number 10. We need somebody who could actually create. Tony Kroos could do that. He's not afraid to shoot. He could be a better version of Oso. He's older, but you know what? I think he would fit the project. So it sucks that I know you were joking because I didn't hear the rumor, but you know what? I like the idea. Is Tony Kroos older? Yes. But to me, he's already retired from international football. So perfect. But if MLS is going to play through international windows, but I think we need a creative midfielder. We should get him. We need somebody creative. We need somebody who can actually, even if he's not a number 10, I think he's more of a number 8, but he can actually create. So for me, that's a perfect go. Like, that's a perfect signing. Like, we got Alonso Coelho. We got Cervania when he's healthy. We got Oso, but I don't think Oso's that creative either. And Bradley just sucks. But Bradley isn't even that creative, especially the past couple of years. So we need something creative. I like Alonso Coelho. I think he's a wonderful midfielder. Happy birthday to Alonso, by the way. It's his birthday. I like Alonso. I think he's a wonderful midfielder, but he's more of a defensive midfielder. He's not creative. He's not. Cervania isn't either. One's a 6 and one's an 8. Alonso's a number 6. Cervania's a number 8. Cervania really defends. Like he took that shot against Atlanta, but he doesn't really create. Oso doesn't really create either. He may be in the right spaces sometimes, but he doesn't really create. Like the one big thing about Toronto that I wish they had this year was a creative midfielder, like a Pozuelo or a Cruz or anybody. Victor Vasquez has no legs. I'm sorry. And then he got hurt for most of the year. Like, Victor Vasquez was never going to play a full season anyway. We knew that. But maybe DeAndre Kerr could put himself in that position. But he also plays the wing. Now, I'm just talking this out. Yeah, we could. I mean, Bill Manning loves free transfers at the end of the season. Modric to Miami, if that happens, might take some of the pressure off Messi. A little Modric can carry a team just like Messi. Like, just imagine, though, Messi on the wing, as he has been. Modric is the 10. Kramashki, somewhere in there, at least as a sub. Busquets is the 6. Jordi Alba. Like, that's a team. You bring Modric in there, even if it's halfway through the season, and maybe Suarez is a striker. Who's to say? Like, that Suarez rumor isn't dead yet. Then when he leaves Gremio, he'll go to Miami. And who knows? Maybe he'll be on TAM since he'll be a free agent. So, here's a chance. Shot! Side netting. So who knows? But Modric, Messi, Busquets, Alba. And Alba, I don't think he's a DP. One of them's not. That's a really good team. Like, they would win Champions Cup if Modric was to come before the season, and then if it was after the season. Yep. Not much. Jamaica winning 2-1. What if Saprissa faces America? America would win. Yes. Because why wouldn't they? 2-1 Jamaica. The Chiefs are going to blow out the Broncos. If they don't, I'm going to be shocked. Them boys are screwed. Rico Rosarena starts in goal for Cuba, by the way. One's still playing in mid-October. The other isn't. But the Rays got knocked out the same way the Blue Jays did. Shut up, I don't care. Oh, I like Luka Gavran. No. No, I'm sticking with Luka Gavran and Tomas Romero. Sean Johnson sucks at this point. I don't know what happened to him, but Sean Johnson is not Sean Johnson anymore. I want to go with Luka Gavran as the starter, to be completely honest, and keep Romero as the backup. Johnson can go. Trade him back to New York. I don't care. And or Chicago or Atlanta. And let Ranjit Singh go. And honestly, I don't want Neuer either. I'll take Gavran. He can play the ball with his feet. I think Gavran's a good goalkeeper. I don't think Neuer sucks, but he's getting up there, and he has a couple of injury issues, and he sort of doesn't really have good discipline either because, 2-1 Jamaica. He doesn't really have good discipline either because he went skiing after the World Cup and got injured, which is probably what's really started it. And besides, he can't really kick the ball anymore, which I would want my goalkeeper to play the ball. Play the ball. It's not about saving it. Jamaica's a fraud. Yeezus says with a $5 super chat. Oh, I'd take Cruz. There's no problem with that. But I'm sticking. Besides, there's still a salary cap like 4 DPs sounds what's going to happen next season. There's going to be an extra designated player. It sounds like it, which I'm fine with that. That's what it should be. Hell, we should probably go to 5. But I don't want Barraza. I mean, Jamaica's winning. How are they frauds? But I'll take the $5. Leon Bailey's on. 7-7. Yep, Leon Bailey came on for Williams. I don't want Barraza either. But we do need a third goalkeeper. So is he better than Ranjit Singh? Is he better than Ranjit Singh? Listen to my comment on America. Oh, okay. What if as of tomorrow TFC had the power level of America? What exactly will they win? Well, in 2024, they would win everything that they're in. But they don't have that power level. Espanyol versus Valladolid. I'm going to go with Espanyol. Segunda. That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like to me. Sounds like that's the move. Thanks to Messi. It sounds like that's the move. So they're going to give 4 designated players to every team next season. Normal designated players. Jorge Corrales. Yeah, Brian Acosta is starting with Davy Flores and Rivas. 66 minute, 2-1. I would say MLS is going to try to do this slowly. 10 years. I would hope in the next 5. We need to blow the salary cap into the sun. I don't think we need it anymore. Take the training wheels off. That's all I'm saying. Take the training wheels off. Take the training wheels off. I'm tired of it. You got Messi. You got the Apple money. You think you're going to go bankrupt? How about you just take the training wheels off? We don't need designated players anymore. We don't need TAM. We don't need GAMS. Stop it. Stop it. We do not need the freaking maybe a flat salary cap. A higher salary cap, 100 million, 80 million, like the NHL. But I'd say take the training wheels off. Probably aren't going to get it through if there isn't a salary cap. But then it's but what about the players we're developing in this country? I could care less. Okay? To be honest, if I was running Toronto, I don't give a shit. If you're good enough, you'll play. If you're good enough from the academy or from the Toronto area, and you can play on a team with big players, you could play. If you're good enough, but if you're not good enough for a team who should be winning every trophy that's known, maybe you shouldn't play. Go to the CPL. But you're sitting on a gold mine. Shut up. Shut up, Doyle. Okay, yeah, we're sitting on a gold mine. Sure. How about you shut up? That's not our point. What Toronto FC should be is the biggest club in MLS. And one of the biggest clubs in CONCACAF. Do big clubs play players from their area? No. Now in MLS you have to, but which is probably half of our problem, but normally our academy players suck anyway. Yay! Normally it's our drafted players that play good, like Alonso Coelho or Tsubasa Endo. Our only good academy players were Oso and Ashton Morgan. And yeah, we're sitting on a gold mine. I know. But if you're supposed to be a big team, you shouldn't be playing players from your area. Unless they're good enough. But they're not. You say, but what about the Brampton players? Okay, Kyle Larin got good when he got to Europe. Richie Larea didn't even come through our academy. He played for Orlando for 3 years and somehow became good. He came in where he had a last chance you type situation. And he somehow became good. I'm happy. I love Richie. I think he's an amazing player. But he was never a sure thing. Let's not say that. Richie freaking earned that. Okay? Richie earned that. Now, Richie would be on TFC if they were high level. If they had no DPs, I'd say, hey, bring back Richie for like $5 or $6 million a year. Because he should be. But he's earned that. Because he's busted his ass. He's busted his ass. Hell, we should bring him back with Herdman. Freaking gazump the Whitecaps. But to me, Richie Larea earned everything he got. He was never a sure thing. When he came in 2019, he was never a sure thing. He earned everything. He earned everything. Maybe with Bill Manning. But some people have the idea of how to run it. They just don't have the privilege of running it, you know. Hercules roasting the crap out of those MLSsoccer.com guys made me laugh very hard. Oh, yeah. And Dole's a stooge, by the way. Oh, and by the way, he was like, there was nobody who broke out on the team when they were doing what this season meant for Toronto. I'm like, did you not watch Alonso Coelho play? Did you not watch Aime Mabaka play? Because if you did, you would know. Oh, Luka Gavron, by the way. You would know there were revelations. Now, are they from Toronto? Well, Luka Gavron actually is, but he came through the draft. But Gavron, not from Toronto. Coelho, not from Toronto. Mabaka got traded here. But they were revelations, Doyle. Alonso Coelho should be Rookie of the Year. If we didn't have Alonso Coelho, we would have only had 10 points. Seriously. Alonso Coelho's the reason we at least have 25. Or mid-20s. Low to mid-20s. We'd only have 10 points if it wasn't for Coelho. Seriously. So put some respect on Alonso Coelho's name. Put some respect on the birthday boy's name. That's just my opinion. Alonso Coelho could play for Spain. He should be called up to Spain. That's how good that kid is. He's that good. This Argentina game isn't that good. 3 minutes into the game, it's still 1-0. 3 minutes into the game? What? True. That's kind of my thing. That's kind of my thing. Differences between MLS, Liga MX is Liga MX team have squad depth. That's why MLS teams are shit. That's true. Coelho's a good player. Exactly. He could play for Spain. I legit believe it. Coelho could play for Spain. I legit believe it. Legitimately. He could play over Gavi. No joke. You want to play tiki-taka? You better play Coelho. Trust me. That kid is a gem. That kid is a gem. From minute 3, it's been 1-0. Oh, yeah, okay, there we go. 2-1 Jamaica still. That kid Coelho is a gem. Gem. Eyes on screen. Jamaica, 3! That is 3, Damari Gray. He may have went to Saudi, but it doesn't matter. He's still scoring in CONCACAF. Damari Gray makes it 3-1. Yes. Yes. They would win MLS and then the next CCL. Yes. If they did. Which is what I wish we had. But, you know. Damari Gray gets a goal. 3-1 Jamaica. He went to Saudi. Doesn't matter. He's still scoring in CONCACAF. That should do it. You're not wrong. But to play the devil's advocate here, hasn't this been what the Premier League's done for years? just splashed out all the money they can for every big player. And then when the Premier League got beat at their own game by Saudi, they started crying. I mean, I'm just saying, though. Maybe you shouldn't be mad when you get beat at your own game. I don't know. I know it's Saudi. That's why they're villainous. I get it, because Saudi's sports washing. But when you give people a lot of money, they're probably going to take it. They don't care where it comes from. La Liga did it too. I hate to tell you, but if you give somebody a lot of money and say, hey, we're setting you and your kids and your grandkids up for a life of luxury and fortune, you're probably going to take the money. It doesn't matter who it comes from. Stop playing like you would. Stop playing like you would. All right, the Tronco is crying. What's the U22 rule in MLS? If you have a U22 player as one of your 3 DPs, you get 3 more U22 initiative spots, young DP spots. If you only have 3 regular DPs, you only have 1 U22 that you can pay over the salary cap. If you get one of your 3 DPs to be a U22, you get 2 more U22 or 3 more U22 initiative spots. So you can pay 6 players over the cap if you play it right. I don't think it's worth it, though. But in theory, you could get 3 really good U22 players if you get a gem or you get a diamond in the rough that could become good and pay them DP money. In theory. Now, I don't know if MLS will like it, but in theory. I think Atlanta's really used this rule to their advantage. At least they've tried. But, like with Ibarra. So. I'm happy Mosquera got on the U22 list. Was expecting more from Jamaica. Honestly, me too. Panarin won New York's 3rd goal. 77th minute. Yeah, but Grenada's been playing They've been playing tough. Probably would have felt better if it was 3-0, but, you know. Grenada actually tries to play football. But Jamaica has looked questionable throughout this whole Nations League so far. I have to agree. And Hallgrimsson's been questionable, his decisions, which, you know. In theory. Like, I don't know, Tavon Gray only playing 45 minutes? Brazil versus Venezuela underway. So U22 rule does not mean homegrown players. Nope. Homegrowns count less against the salary cap on their first contract and Generation Adidas. That. But U22s, they can be a homegrown, but by the time the homegrown's off their first contract, they're over 22. So in theory, it could at times. In theory, it could. Io Akinola, I think, actually got his contract re-upped on a U22 deal. Which was a bad idea because he sucks. But he didn't pay it off. But is Grenada playing good? Yeah, I actually think so. They're actually trying to play some attacking football, which is something Grenada's done. That's something they've done. Like when they played the USA, played Mexico. They played Jamaica. Thought they played Mexico. But they actually try to play attacking football, I think, instead of cutting people down and just shithousing their way through a game. So you know what? I like it. I respect it. Jamaica got their asses kicked in Gold Cup. I remember. That was a ego break. That's what we like to call it, ego break. 79th minute. Well, that's missed. Pittsburgh versus Washington. What will you say? Pittsburgh versus Washington? I say Pittsburgh. Jake Muzzin retired. Yeah, I'm not surprised. He got Robert Island. I'm not surprised at all. I hate it for him. Jake Muzzin was a great defender for us. Hate to see it. Good player. Good player. Good man. '80th minute. So, but at least he's joined the Leafs management team. But he got Robidoux Island did last year, so. '80th minute. 10 minutes to go plus stoppage time. Should have some time to change it over and get into the next one. Sub for Grenada. But back to my point. The players, no watch along for Germany versus Mexico on Tuesday. If Group B isn't obvious, if Group B still has a result that could change something, if it's not obvious who's going through, no. Now, could I change it to Germany versus Mexico? Yes. Am I doing Ghana versus Mexico on Saturday at 8? Am I going to make a stream for that? Yes. Mexico 2-1 Germany. Yeah, sure. Y'all freaking drew Uzbekistan. 2-1 Germany. Or 2-1 Mexico over Germany. Sure. Ecuador 2-0 Bolivia. I don't even think the U.S. could beat Germany. So what? The Lambert Jimmy, the swagger's going to be back. You'll beat Ghana, I think. Not Germany, though. I say draw at best for both sides. If somebody steals a result, I wouldn't be shocked. But it's not going to be a freaking run over like you think. Depends on what team Germany's playing. I think Julian Nagelsmann has to play his best team so they get it. Phillips for Shamar. Like, to get his system, I think he has to play his best players pretty regularly. Yeah, that was Joachim Löw, Germany, not Julian Nagelsmann. That was a Germany on the downslope with a manager who lost his damn mind. This is Germany that has potential but has a manager that could take them to their potential. There's a different situation here. What about Canada versus Germany? Oh, Germany would whip Canada's ass. Mauro Biello would be out. That's how they should have played Canada. Julian Nagelsmann would have freaking feasted on Canada. Mauro Biello would be in over his head. Like, if Canada keeps it within 2 tomorrow morning, I'm going to be shocked. If they even draw, I'm going to be even more shocked. And if they win, well, I'll be happy, but I'll be shocked. And if they win, I'll be super shocked. Happy, but shocked. I'm not nervous because I win either way. I win either way. But I'd rather want Canada to win, but I win either way. And besides, it's a friendly. 1-0 Ecuador. So you know what? Do I really lose? Should I really be nervous? Still probably will snap about the Canadian Soccer Association if it goes completely off the rails, but, you know, I don't know. We got a Russell Wilson interception. That's not what he wanted to cook. That's not what he wanted to cook. Oh, it's Russ Wilson. Oh no! That's called an interception. That's not what he wanted to cook. That's not what he wanted to cook. That's not what he wanted to cook. Oh no! Russell Wilson will never live that down. I do not care. Bobby Wagner coming to town and doing that to his own old teammate. Russell Wilson will never live down getting roasted by Patrick Starr. Damari Gray plays it on, but there's the save. He will never live that down. No. Two 0 Ecuador. What the hell is going on? What the hell is going on? Man, CONMEBOL's weird. Man, CONMEBOL's weird. Kai Wagner's leaving Philly. He might stay in MLS. Well, we do need an outside back if we don't get Richie Larea back. You know what? I have an idea. Canada or Japan? If you're picking about who I think's going to win, Japan. I win either way, but I'm more partisan to Canada. But Japan's going. I think Japan's going to win. I have no hope. I have zero hope. I have zero. Well, I'm more partisan to Canada, but I can still admit where the CSA is. Oh, and the fact that Mauro Biello is in over his head. The man is in over his head. Dylan Danis cut open Logan Paul. Ah, jeez. Damn. They're fighting? I didn't know that was today. Thought it would be the weekend. Or did they just have a street fight or something? Like an actual street fight. Lombardi, what the hell's going on here? Why couldn't Russell Wilson just retire after that? Money. He's still getting paid a good bit from the Denver Broncos. So, money. I guess money's enough to soften the blow of you looking like a complete idiot on national television. Week after week. Somebody check on Brandon Perna. Seriously. Somebody check on Brandon Perna. I am worried about him. Somebody check on Brandon Perna. I am worried about him. Seriously. Somebody check on Brandon Perna. Shot! Goal! 4-1! 4-1! Jamaica. Jamaica scores the fourth, and that sure will do it in the 87th minute. 4-1 Jamaica. Well, Germany or USA? Draw. Oh. Well, he threw it right back. Bobby Reed scores the goal. Beautiful shot. Doesn't matter. They won one for Messi. Are you sure that's onside? Well, there's no VAR, so it doesn't matter. No VAR, doesn't matter, but I don't think that was onside. Not that it matters. Goal. 4-1 Jamaica. Not that it matters. Doesn't matter. There's no VAR. Because CONCACAF is stupid. Seriously, why is there no VAR? Goal for Bolivia, 1-1. Are they playing in Bolivia? I guess even the worst team can sometimes still score goals. Well, no, Toronto, well, yeah, even they've scored goals. Not many, but. Could this be 5 cross? Berkeley Agapong is off for Grenada. 89th minute. About what? 10 minutes to swap? Thought Venezuela was the worst. Bolivia's only good at home. But yeah, Venezuela's without any power-ups, yeah, they're the worst. St. Lucia 1-1 Guadeloupe. Well, damn. What happened to the Guadeloupe that we saw at the Gold Cup? What happened to them? They almost beat the damn world at the Gold Cup. What happened to them? Oh, Gio Savarese could coach Venezuela. You sure want him out the league, don't you? Canada 0, Marshall Islands 2. At this point, you know what? You're probably right. We probably lose to San Marino at this point. You're right. least the woman got to the Olympics. I was scared they wouldn't. The Canadian women will be able to defend their gold medal. I'm surprised. I'm surprised they made it. Because let's be honest, Jamaica's a good team. They actually got further. Thoughts on Wayne Rooney managing Birmingham City? It's going to be a disaster. Wayne Rooney managing Birmingham City is going to be an absolute disaster. The man couldn't even get DC to the playoffs. It will be a disaster. He actually got somewhat of a pretty good investment. 3 minutes of stoppage time. He actually got somewhat good investment with DC at the start of the year. Benteke. He got Ravel for a while. Fountas. He had some good players. Miller. And what did they do? What did Wayne Rooney do? Nothing with him. Nothing. And then the owners ghosted him and the GM and stopped putting money in the summer. And that's when he knew it was over. But let me tell you something. Wayne Rooney's not a good coach. I think he sucks. I think Wayne Rooney is tactically inept. Did you not watch the All-Star game? If Birmingham City want to go to the Premier League, let's not forget, and you could say it's an all-star team. I really don't care. 2 minutes. I really don't care. Arsenal, Mikel Arteta ripped Wayne Rooney to shreds tactically. If it was Gio Savarese, I think that game would have been not 4-0, not 5-0. Hell, Bob Bradley. Well, I don't know. Bob Bradley would at least commanded the respect from his history, and it would have still been a less scoreline, to be honest. Well, it's Wayne Rooney, though. Yeah, I guess he was naturally talented because he had nothing in his head. I mean, oh yeah, I guess, yeah, Wayne Rooney was naturally talented because there was nothing in his skull. So, yeah, who thought he was going to? What did you think of the Suriname-Haiti match? Good draw for both sides. Tough game. Tough game. I expected better out of Haiti. Suriname at least fought. Bulgaria versus Lithuania. Bulgaria. For some reason, that reminds me of a Top Gear segment. Wayne Rooney got destroyed by Bayern Munich 6-2. There we go. Gio knows New England. Makes sense for him. They reviewed a card that Jeremy found uncomfortable and utterly useless. Exactly. Wow. Well. Okay, then. When will Argentina win another World Cup? Doesn't matter to me. They won the one that mattered. If Messi plays in 26, they might win another. They might go back-to-back. Richard Hammond asked, then whose is this? Theo Walcott. Theo Walcott. Why do you have to catch a stray? I remember when he was a wonder kid. And then he just never panned out. And it's full time. Jamaica win 4-1. They're topping the group as of now. If Honduras wins, Jamaica will still top the group at the end of the night. If Cuba wins, goal differential should say Jamaica's still top by goal differential. But with that being said, it's 4-1. A 4-1 win for Jamaica at Grenada. Jamaica sitting top of the group. And all they got to do is get a point. They'll be through. If they win, they'll win the group. If they get a point, if they win their game, they will win the group in the final match day. If they get a point, they will go through. With that being said, we'll take a short break. Or with that being said, if you like the stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. That is true. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification. Subscribe. Send super chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I'll see you in a couple of minutes for Cuba versus Honduras. I will be live for that match. And I will review it as well. So, I'll see you in a couple of minutes. and I'm out. Congratulations, Jamaica. Big win. I'm Ron, and I'm out. Peace. See you later.